following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Cedric Alexander!
And we are kicking things off the right way with prime Cedric Alexander. It was announced earlier today on social media that this match would be kicking off the action here tonight. And we're getting a little bit of a run back to Genesis from this past weekend.
We invite you to watch back Genesis anytime on demand on our streaming platform, TNA+. Cedric Alexander ready to collide with the face of the franchise.
And his opponent, accompanied by Alicia Edwards, representing the System, Moose!
This is going to be a big night for the System, but more on that in a moment. This past weekend in Dallas, Texas, live from the Curtis Colwell Center at Genesis, it was Moose versus Cedric Alexander versus Joe Hendry in a triple threat matchup. Moose and Cedric Alexander were initially scheduled to challenge Leon Slater for the X Division Championship. However, due to visa issues, Slater was not able to make it to Dallas. So we have this incredible triple threat match, but in the course of that bout, Moose sustained a brutal back injury.
I mean, for much of the match, we thought Moose was going to be taken out, unable to continue. Our ringside positioning and even TNA President Carlos Silva were out checking on Moose, but somehow, some way, the face of the franchise rose above and got back, not only onto his feet, but into the matchup.
Very curious to see how Moose navigates this matchup against Cedric Alexander, a decorated former champion in WWE who uses that patented lumbar check to annihilate the lower back of his opponents. But Moose has taken his social media to address the injury he sustained at Genesis. He said, quote, "From the bottom of my heart, I want to sincerely thank everyone for all their concern and get well soon wishes. My back is super stiff still at the moment, but I should be okay for TNA live on AMC in Albuquerque." He said that just 2 days ago.
Well, now we're going to see how much recovery has truly happened between Genesis and now, and that's not a good start.
Alexander able to evade out of the corner. Alexander who earned a #1 contenders opportunity at the X Division Championship. Again, that was supposed to take place at Genesis. Meanwhile, Moose, one of the stars of the group known as the System, had a contractual rematch for an X Division title shot stemming from one of our biggest events of the year, Slammiversary, that went down this past summer, the home of the New York Islanders, the UBS Arena in New York.
And as we understand it, both Cedric Alexander and Moose at some point in the future will get their opportunity at the X Division title.
And we want to send a shout out to Leon Slater, who competed on WWE SmackDown last week in London, his home country, unable to be here due to visa issues. And all of us here in the United States are dealing with this wicked snowstorm, so a lot of travel issues for plenty.
We're all hoping Tom Hannafin won't make it home and will have to sit in a Motel 6 for 3 days.
Motel 6?
But right now, Moose finding a way to persevere yet again.
Both men have the count of 10 to get back inside the ring or else be counted out by our referee, Daniel Spencer. Now Alexander picking up the pace here, able to track down Moose on the outside.
And Moose now is on the back foot early in this matchup.
Alexander a little bit hobbled, has got Moose down. Here is some of the action that's on tap this evening. Our main event matchup, one half of the tag team champions, the living legend Jeff Hardy goes up against Mustafa Ali, the leader of Order 4. Plus, it's the return of Feast or Fire for the first time in over 2 years. 3 stars will capture title shots, 1 star will receive a pink slip. Meanwhile, in the Knockouts division, our women's division, Indy Hartwell will go one-on-one with one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, M by Elegance. Also, speaking of Knockouts, we'll hear from Elena Black, the newest signing by Daria Ray, the suit overseeing operations here at TNA Wrestling. We'll hear from Black later on tonight. And in regards to Moose and the system, JDC will reveal the newest member of the system tonight here on Impact. And also, we'll hear from the TNA World Champion Mike Santana, who captured the title last week on the premiere of TNA Thursday Night Impact Live on AMC. And successfully retained this past Saturday at Genesis.
And right here out on the floor, Cedric Alexander with a devastating suplex to Moose. Again, we've talked about that injured back from Genesis. Take another look at this. Moose was setting up for a suplex of his own. Alexander had his number and delivers the move on the outside. Moose even in a worse way than he was before.
And you've seen how Moose has been favoring his lower back throughout this matchup. He put it all on the line at Genesis against Alexander and Hendry. But Moose has got to think about his future. The frog splash there by Alexander. Here's the cover, tucking the arm. Moose is still alive. You know what it's like inside the ring, Ray Walt. You're a former NXT Tag Team Champion. How does Moose navigate this, knowing the pain that he's dealing with?
I mean, it's a nearly impossible task. The things that happen with the back, the small of the back, the spine. You ever done that where you bend over to pick something up and you get stuck down there? Folks back at home, well, imagine that times about 100 and then try wrestling on it. That's the kind of thing Moose is going through right now.
Happens to me getting off the couch, for crying out loud.
That doesn't shock me.
Cover, Moose is still in it, but we often talk about how wrestlers, where they're caught in a pinfall, they kick out. You literally have to use your midsection, your core, to physically kick your legs free, and Alexander is making that more and more difficult for Moose.
I mean, if I'm Cedric Alexander, that's a great example. I'm going to make Moose continue to kick out every time I can. Cover him 2-3 times. See what happens.
Meanwhile, Moose, running about 251 pounds, 6% body fat right now, is arguably in the best shape of his life. Former NFL offensive lineman who protected the likes of Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Michael Vick. There's the cover. Alexander trying to put away Moose, but look at the face of the franchise.
I mean, this is the power of practice. This is the power of just getting up and getting it done every single day. The adrenaline is real.
Look at the eyes of Cedric Alexander.
And even he can't believe it. After everything Moose went through on Saturday and now showing up all the punishment Cedric Alexander has given him yet again. But Moose keeps coming.
This is Moose's 10th consecutive year as a part of TNA Wrestling. He is a staple of this company.
There's a reason we call him the face of the franchise. It sticks, it's real.
Connected with the Uranagi. There's the senton.
But you see, even there, look at this though. Fighting through the pain.
And sometimes just operating off of instinct. We've seen this from Moose for years, but he's obviously pushing through the pain.
At some point, you got to be wondering,
at
what cost?
How about the cost to Alexander? Moose calls that go to hell, but Alexander got his left shoulder off of the mat.
And if you're Moose, you want this thing to end as soon as possible. I'm sure Moose thought he had it done here. Off the top, the go to hell planting Cedric Alexander, but not enough to put him away.
What a way to kick off the action here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So much history for AMC in this city. And now we can bring total non-stop action to Albuquerque. Shoulder first into the middle turnbuckle. There goes Moose. Was thinking about that spear that he used to win 3 world championships here in TNA.
hard-hitting Moose continuing. Oh, God!
Michinoku driver there by Alexander. Is it enough? Moose is still alive.
I was about to say continuing to persevere, but Alexander had another way to cut him off at the pass, but Moose continuing to kick out.
I gotta ask you, who do you think JDC is gonna pick as the newest member of the system later on tonight?
I have no idea. I mean, I love Dango, but I mean, let's face it, he lives his life by the motto, let's get weird, so it could be anybody or anything for that matter.
Hell of a retirement match for Johnny Dango Curtis this past weekend at Genesis up against his system brother, Eddie Edwards, best friends of over 20 years.
A very apropos finish from one of the best to lace it up, no doubt about it. Speaking of which, these two now really going ham here in the center of the ring, deep into the last inning of this matchup.
If we know anything about our reigning X Division champion, Leon Slater, he's chomping at the bit to get in the ring with both these men who have a stake at an X Division title shot. Oh!
He's already had the up-close and personal one-on-ones last year during 2025. He's gonna have to face him again. We know that at some point in the future.
We can't wait to have the youngest in charge, Leon Slater, back inside a TNA ring. And now Alexander on the move. Oh, and a pump kick there by Moose. Look out, Moose is on the move and a Spanish fly center of the ring.
Oh my God, is that gonna be enough? But Moose will not go down quietly.
And now Alexander trying to push the pace from the second rope, and Moose using his thick skull to his advantage.
Right upside the jaw of Cedric Alexander. Good Lord, take another look at this though. The Spanish fly off the rebound, off the run there. And Moose looking for a way to really turn this one around and put Cedric away.
Moose was thinking about a spear. Cedric Alexander went for the sunset flip, trying to win this thing. Was it time for the Uranagi? Alexander said no. Single leg takedown. Wanted a jackknife cover there. Going for a power bomb.
Wait, roll
counter
through.
for counter. Alexander the cover. Alexander beat Moose.
Here is your winner, Cedric Alexander!
What a contest. What a way to kick things off here on Thursday Night Impact on AMC.